Hello guys, welcome to my this video, and in this Angular tutorial I will show you how you can disable past date time picker. So here it's not only date, okay, here I will disable date and also time picker. Actually my one viewers asked me to make this type of video, so guys that's why I'm making this. And now first of all I will show you the preview. So the main things I want to clear, that is we cannot disable past time. We can disable past date but cannot past time, but here it's a one solution, and that I will show you. So first of all, here is the preview. So if I click this one, so here you can see the date picker, and also in the right side it's a time picker also. And today's date is 24 June 2021, which you can see here, and the time is now 6:54. I mean it's a 24 format it's showing, so that's why 1854. And if I say in 12 format, so it's a 6:54. okay, so now that means when I will just choose 53, 52, so dates are the past time, right? Because now the time is 54 minute and 18 is the hours, so 18 hours, that means 6 it's a 6 p.m. and 54 minutes. okay, so when I will go to select this 52, 51, 50 this, so these are the past time, so this should be disabled. But guys, here no JavaScript pre-default method, and by this method you will go to write any logic, so that is there is no any default method. By that you can disable your past time, but we can disable past date. You can see here I already disable past date, but we cannot disable past time. There is no JavaScript pre-default method, and by that method you will go to write any logic, so you cannot do that. okay, but here I have a one solution, so that I will show you in this video. So before that guys, here you can see this one. So first of all, I had disabled the past date. So in this functionality, user cannot choose the past date. okay, and here you can see if I why, first of all you have to understand why we cannot disable past time. Because guys, suppose here is the now 18 and now the time is 54. okay, so that means 6 p.m. 54 minutes. So when I will go to choose 53, so it's a past time, so it should be disabled. okay, right? But guys, when I will come to 19, so that means it's a 7, so it's a future time. So 7 is the future, because now the time is 18. If I selected 19, so that means it's a 7 p.m. so 7 p.m. is the future time, so that time the 53 minutes 52 minutes will be our future time. But when I will choose it 18, so that time 53, 52, 51, that will be our past time. So in that condition, if I choose hours, so that time the minute will be a change. Like if I choose 1920, so that time that hour, when the hours is future, so that time all the minute will be section will be future. But when the hours will be current hours, like it's a 6 p.m. so if I choose it 18, so that means here all the 54 before 54, because it's a 1854, so before 54 it will be the past date, past time. So that is complex. okay, so that method, it's not pre-default in JavaScript, and you cannot do that by this logic. So here is the solution. Like here I have done like this way. Like if I choose 24 and the past date is 53, so when user will choose 53 and user will click out, so you can see here the date is reset. okay, and if user it's a 57, user if choose 58 and click out, so date is still here. But when I will choose the previous one like 57, click, so you can see the date is reset. So this is the only one solution. okay, so I will show you that solution how you can. And you here also you can show the message to a user, that is you cannot choose past date and time. okay, but disable you cannot do that. Like here you can see date is the disable, but and you are thinking you will disable the past time also, so you cannot do that. So that is the solution. Just here you can show a message to a user and you can reset your input field. So this is also a functionality that you have to be right, okay, and that I will show you. So first of all, I will open my Visual Studio Code editor. So guys, here I have opened about component.html and about component.ts. So because here I want to just implement this one, and if you want to implement in any other component, so you can do that. So first of all, I have to be create a input field, and the field type will be date time picker. So here I will write first of all container. Okay, so container is not a part of this functionality. Actually, it's a bootstrap class, and it used for CSS for adding space in left and right. So that's why I used container here. So container is not a part of this functionality, so don't be confused here. Okay, now the functionality thing I am starting. So just first of all, I will create an input field. So input type, and when I was clicking this field, so it was opening the date and also a time picker. So for that, the HTML file default, that is date time local. Like if you write here date time local, so it will be open date and time picker also. So save, and now this one, so if I open, so you can see it's opening date and time picker also. But if you write only input type is date, so that time it will be open only the date picker. And the method whatever I will show, so that method you can use any date time picker method. Like if you find any plugin, so this there you can also use, otherwise bootstrap date time picker, anywhere you can use, because JavaScript functionality will be the same for each other. So now guys, here you can see it's opening only date I mean calendar. Okay, so the HTML is the default, that is date time local. So that time it will be open date and time picker. So now guys, first of all, you have to be understand how you can disable the date also, only date. So that video I had shown you before. So there we had written a min property. That means we can choose the minimum date. So minimum date, what we can choose, like today is 24, so minimum date I can choose only today's date, and future date I can choose, but minimum date I can choose today's date, cannot choose previous one. So here I have to be set the minimum date. So minimum date is today, that is 2021, and month is 06, I mean the month is going on June today, so it's a 06, and the date is 24. So here if I set minimum date, like first of all I will show you the date picker for the date picker, so that it will be clear to you. So it's a date, and now here I will write the same thing, and the type will be date time local, I mean for date picker and time picker. So now I will save this one, and here everything just I'm trying to clear, that's why it will be not any confuse on you. So now guys, here you can see this one is the date picker. So here in the inside this date picker I have written min property, and just I have said year, month and time, like this way. And the format you have to be remember, that is first of all you have to be set year, and then month, and month will be always two digit. Like here it's month is going on 6, so you cannot write like only 6, here you have to be write always 06. And when the month will be 11, 12, 10, so that time you can write like 12, this way. So month always will be, you have to be write 0, I mean 2 digits. So when if the month would be 4, I mean it would be a April, so that time you should write like 04. So here month is 6, so I had written that is 06, and the date is 24. So same at the time to date you have to be write 2 digit. Like if the date would be less than 10, I mean it would be a less than 10 means it's a 1 digit, like 9, 8, 7, these are the 1 digit. What is less than 10, so that's are the 1 digit. So if the date would be a 1 digit, like it's a 9, 8, 7, so that time you cannot write 8. So the form the min date property would not be worked. Okay, like here I will show you the example. Suppose if I write the date is 8, not a 8, suppose if you write, okay, 8. Okay, so now if I just open, so you will find here I can choose the previous date also, because it's not working. Always I have to be write two digit here. So here I will write today's date 24. So it's always it's by default two digit. So here I don't need to write anything. 24 is two digit, like 2 and 4. It's a two digit. Okay, so that is, so you have to be set format like this way, and here you have to be write hyphen, and that also you have to be remember. Okay, you cannot write like on this way. We also write like this way, backslash, like this way you can write date, but here in min date property, when you are setting a min date, so that time you have to be write like a hyphen. Okay, so save, and you will find the previous date is disabled. Here you can see it's a disable, so it's only for the date picker. But when the same thing, if I set the date time looker, where by this date time looker it's opening date and time picker also both, so that time if you set the min date like this way, so it will not be work. Like if I show, so here you can see I can choose the previous date, like you can see here I can choose previous date, because it's not a date picker, it's a date and time picker. So min date property, it will be the change. Okay, so that time you have to be set the time also, minimum time also, like t is for time, and hours. Now the hours is 19, because it's a 7 p.m. now, so 19:06 you can find in my laptop, just bottom right corner, the time is now 19:06. so now I had said that is minimum date and minimum time also. Minimum time is current time. Okay, so I will save this one, and now you will find the date is disabled, and the minimum time it's not a disable, because it's not worked. This format it's not worked. Okay, so here JavaScript had provided this format, but it's not worked. So that time we can do like two ways, that is we can reset our input field when user will select the previous time, or and you can show the message user that is you have selected previous date. Okay, so first of all I have to be so that I will show you how you can reset the previous, because there you have to be write a logic. Okay, so that you have to be understand. So now here first of all this date picker I will remove, because I need only date and time picker both. So this one I will keep it here, and now this thing I have to be do that dynamically, because here I have set the static date and static month, static date right here. Okay, so here I have to be set it like dynamically. So for that guys, here this thing I will bind using a variable. So this thing I will write in a ts file here, just this one is the ts file, and just below the ng on it, here I will write a variable name, that is min, and min type I will write any means you can write here any value, like you can write here number also, like this way you can write, and you can write here string value, like this way it's a string. Here is a number, but when we write any value using an inverted comma, so that convert into a string. So now the 230 is not a number, it's a string, so you can write like string value like this way. Okay, so here any means this one, and otherwise you can write the separate thing like number string like this way, like it's a string, so you can set the type is string by separate way, you can do that, but I will suggest you can write here any. Okay, and now the date and time which I copied from here, so that I will paste here, and instead of here the date and time, just here I will write this variable where I assign this one. Okay, so now I already copied this min variable, and just here I will come and using curly braces, I hope you know how to bind a variable. So using curly braces we can bind a variable, so you will find the same thing here. So I actually it's showing the error because I forgot to save ts file. Okay, so here now you can see it's the same thing, so it's also a static, but this static thing now I had written in my ts file. So here I will make it dynamically. So first of all here I will write a method. So method name will be like past date time. Okay, so method name you can write as per your choice. So first of all our main motive is that is we have to be disable past date dynamically, and after that we will write the condition if user select past date and time, so that will be, the field will be reset. Okay, so our main motive is now I have to be set this one is dynamically. So now first of all here I will write console dot log and suppose hello. So if I save and refresh our browser, so it will not be printed this console dot hello, because I did not call this method. So this method I have to be called in our ng on init. So here I will write this keyword and the method name like this. So now if I open the console, so you will find here hello text in the console. So here you can see here is the hello text I have selected here. I hope you can see. Just a minute, here you can see, I hope this is hello, it's printed. So now I will remove this hello because I will write here functionality instead of hello. So where now here I will write t date. This is the variable name. Okay, so t date means today's date. So first of all I will get today's date. So new date and parenthesis. Okay, so d is the capital of date and the parenthesis. So this one I will get date and current time also. So if I write now console dot log and this variable, so you will find here today's date and time both. So now refresh, you can see today is Thursday January 24 and the time is also I'm getting here like this. So this one is perfect. So from, okay, again I will show that is from here just I will extract our year, date and month, because year, date and month here I have to be, so you can see year, month and date. So this thing I have to be extract from here, and also the time is hours and minute just I have to be extract from here, because here I need hours and minute. Okay, so how I can do that? So like here is the pre-default JavaScript method, that is tdate is tdate dot get date. Okay, this one, and here I will write a variable that is date like this. This here in this tdate variable I'm getting today's date, time, everything. So and that I store in this variable tdate. So from this tdate I will cut only today's date. So that's why tdate, and from this tdate I'm just extracting today's date, and today's date how I will get today's date. This is the pre-default JavaScript method get date. So get date return today's date from where? From all over the time and date, and that I store in this tdate. So from tdate just I am extracting today's date, and this is the method for extracting today's date. So now if I show this one and save, so you will find only date. You can see only date. So date may be a one digit sometime, like here suppose it would be a the date would be 1 to 9, so it's a one digit, right? But I had told you before that is date and month you have to be write always 2 digit. So when the date will be one digit, I mean one digit means when it will be 10 11, the date will, suppose the date will be 10 11, so that time it's always 2 digit. But when it will be less than 10, like 9 8 7 up to 1, so that is one digit. So when the date will be less than 10, so like here I will write a condition. So if the date is less than 10, so that time that time here I will add a 0 like this 08 07 09 08 07 like this. Okay, so how I can do that? So when the date is less than 10, because less than 10 means it's a one digit value, so when it will be less than 10, so that time date equals to 0 plus and today's date, that is this one. And here all the variable type I will set any also, any, like this. Okay, so now here when the date will be less than 10, I mean 987, so that time it will be at 0, so I have written plus, and our date, like what it will be 987, the date if I return 987, I mean less than 10, so that time it will be at 0, and then our date, I mean what it will be written, line 987, like if it suppose it is written 9, I mean date it's 9, so that time it will, it's a less than 0, you can see it's a less than 0, so that time it will be 0 and then plus 9, like this way it will be written, like this way. Okay, so same I will use for month, because month always be a 2 digit. So when it will be less than 10, so it will be at 2 digit. So before that I have to be get the month. So the here is the variable month. Okay, variable name you can write as per your choice, but for the same name, like here I will get month, so here I will not write date, so it will be irrelated. So here I have to be write the related name like month. Okay, and the to date, this is here because in this variable and in this method I am getting all over the date, time, hours, everything. So from this to date, just I will extract our month. So here is the JavaScript predefault property, that is month, and parenthesis like this. So it will be written month, but the same thing I will write, like if this month, I mean this variable, in this month variable I am returning month, so if this month is less than 10, so that time or same it will be at month equals to, it will be add a 0 plus month, I mean what it will be written, like 987, so that will be at a 0 before that, like this one. But year always it written always like this 4 digit. Okay, so now guys, here one thing just I will show, month it's not written current month, it's written previous month. Like here if I just print this month, so you will not find today's month. Today is June, so June means the month if I count, that is 6, but you can see it's returning 05 because month is comes in a array format. Like here suppose this is an array, so like month is come like this way, January, February, like this way. So you know guys, array is start from 0, so here I will show you up to June, so then it will be more clear to you, because my one viewers that also asked me that in my the previous tutorial where I had shown you how you can disable previous date. So that time my one viewers asked me why you have added +1 within month, so that here I will explain. So January, February, March, April, May and June. So normally if I count, so that January 1, February 2, March 3, April 4, May 5 and June 6. But guys, we know array start from 0, array index start from 0, like 0 1 2 3, sorry 0 1 2 3 4 5. So when it's a array, so that time array count from 0, so June is counting 5. Okay, so that's why its month return 5. Okay, I hope it's a clear. So here when it's returning 5, that means previous month, so just here I will add 1, so that will be return today's current month, because it's returning 5 and current month is 6. So if I add +1, so it will be return 6. And why it's return previous month, I mean 5, if it is 6, if it is the month is July, so that means 7, so it would be return 6, so previous one. So why it's written previous month, because it's a month is always a array format and array start from 0, so when it start from 0, so that's written the less 1 digit. Okay, because it start from 0, and that I explain. I hope it's a clear to you. And now guys, I will return the year. So just I will copy this thing and just here I will paste, and just I will change the variable name, that is year, and to date dot get, here is the property, that is full year. So I will just paste this variable and I will check it's returning year or not. So you can see it's returning year, and year always return 4 digit. What I need to set our mean date. Okay, so in this tdate variable I was getting also the time. So and the time was hours and minute and second both, but I don't need the second because here when I'm setting the mean property, so inside this mean property we need only hours and minute. So from the to date, just I will cut to date means t date, because in this t date variable I have stored the to date. So from this t date variable just I will cut hours and minute. So how you can do that? So just here I will write var hours and the type is any equals to t date, same like, and here is the property, that is not a property, pre-default JavaScript method, that is get hours parenthesis. Okay, so now I will show you this one and save, and you will find here it's returning hours. You can see now it's a 7. Just look, check in my bottom right corner, because time is always changing. Now it's a 7. During my video time is changing, so you can see now it's 1922. Just look at my laptop bottom right corner, it's showing the time 1922. So it's return 19, okay, the hours. And now I will return minutes, 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 and the type I will set any, and t date, sorry guys, t date dot get minutes. Okay, so it will be written our minutes. So save, and now the minutes is 1922. So you will find here minute is 22. So that thing I will arrange like this. So here mean, inside this mean variable. So now I will remove this console because I don't need the console now. So this dot mean, because mean is the variable and that I define outside this method. That means it's a global variable. So when we access global variable in Angular, so that time we use this keyword. So this dot mean, and first of all here is the year. So year I'm getting in this variable. So here just I will copy this year variable and I will paste here, and after that hyphen. So here I will write plus string value and hyphen, again plus. Okay, and after that it is month. So month I'm getting this variable, so month plus then hyphen, because after that month it's a hyphen, and then it's a today's date. So today's date I'm getting in this date variable. So like here plus date, then plus, then t, because you can see after that date, after that it's a t. So I have written t plus, and after that you can see it's a hours colon minute. So these hours, then plus, then colon, then again plus, and then minute. Okay, so then now if I print in console dot log and then this dot mean, so you will find it will be written like this format. Okay, so save, and you can see it's returning like this format. So if I copy and if I paste here, so you can see year, month, today's date, year, month. So it's returning wrong, it's added 051, month is returning 051. Okay guys, so I have done a wrong thing, just here I have to be at 1. Okay, so I had done a wrong. So now just a minute guys, so now I will save, and now you will find it's returning the same thing. So copy, and now if I paste, so I hope guys you have understand, that is here is the string and then it's a month, it's returning as a number. So left is the string and then right is the number. So when I will start to print it, at, so that time it will be counted as a string value, because JavaScript start to execute from left. So you can see left is the string, so it will be denotes as a string value. So when I had written that is +1 here, so when JavaScript start to execute from left, so first was 0, 0 was string, so it was denotes these two things as a string. So month, 6 and 1, like this. So it was stored as a string, so it was showing the value like this. So that's why just +1 you have to be right here. Okay, so here after that, here you can see it's a same format like here, this one. So I will remove this one just for showing purpose. I had paste here, and now I will save, and now you will find the min date, the date is okay, it's not disable again. Oh, mistakes, for showing purpose I had written here but forgot to remove from here. So now it's done, and you will find here, you can see the date is disabled. So user cannot select past date and now the time. So when user will select previous time, so that time I have to be reset our field. So now here, just here I will write a method. So method will be here change method, change, and the method name I will write on change. Method name you can write as per your choice. And now I will copy this method name. So why, first of all you have to be understand why I have written change method. So now alert, okay, I will print it in alert. So why I have written change method. So first of all I will show you the written click method. So if I write here click method, so that means when I will click, so the method is executing now, right? So it's not a good. When I will choose any date, so that time the method will be executed. So when I will choose any date, so that means it's just changing a something in this field, so that is on change. Because when I will choose, I will show you, that is when I will choose any date from here, so that means inside this input field it's changing a value, so it's a on change, or in Angular we write change. So you can see it's a change, value is change, and when I will click the outside, the alert is showing that time, right? So here I have to be write change method. So first of all inside this change method, just here I have to be get the value what date user is selecting. So how can do that? Just in, if you have any knowledge in JavaScript and jQuery, so you will be known that is we write id in the infield or element, and after that we write like document.getElement by id, and we just get the DOM property by id, and after that we write like whatever we need like value, so we write document.getElement by id.value, like this way. But Angular provides us template defines variable. So here I will write the template defines variable is like input. Okay, so that input, if I just print here the input, this template defines variable, if I pass as a parameter in this method, so now here I have passed a parameter inside this method. So for denoting this parameter, here I have to be passed something. So here I can pass anything and just set the type any. So I have written the e. So now the e is denoting this input, but you can write anything. You can write here your name also, so you can write here input also, like this. Okay, you can write here value also, whatever you will write, so that will be denotes input. But here you cannot change, because here you have to be passed this template defines variable. Like if you write the template defines variable name here value, so that time you have to be pass value here. Whatever defines variable name you will write, so that you have to be passed here. So I hope you understand. So here I will write input and I will pass input, and here just I will write value. So now save, and this value if I print in this alert. Okay, So now not alert, I will print it in a console, so it will be better. So console dot log I have to be right, and now perfect. So now here I will open. So this console I will just remove now and save. Okay, so now when I will choose a value and click here, so you can see I'm getting all the DOM property. Okay, like all the HTML in this field I'm getting, because I just passed the template defines variable and it's written all the DOM elements. So here you can see all the DOM element I'm getting, but I need only the value what user will select. So that's why here I will not pass input. So input will return all the DOM property. So input dot value I will pass here. So that means it will be written the value only from the DOM element, just it will be written the value. So now if I choose 24, and this time you will find here it's returning the value only. Okay, so here I will pass this one. So now guys, here I will write a variable that is var and select date equals to, I will write new date. So guys, we know new date returns today's date, because here I had explained. So new date return today's date and time, and in this value property user just selecting this value and I'm getting that in this value argument. Okay, so guys, here one thing, what you will pass in this new date, I mean just here suppose you set any value here in this new date like January, 20, so that it will be written. Okay, so now in this new date here I will not pass any static date. I don't need return static date. What I will pass here, I need what user will select. So I need this one value. So now if I just console this one, so you will find what user will select, so that you will find in a console. So now here user suppose choose 24 and this one, so you will find now the date format, this date you can see it's showing the new date, because new date returns, I already shown that when I was showing this one. So I already shown new date method returns date time both the thing. Okay, so when I pass in this new date and the date in this inside this parenthesis what user choosing, so that date is returning its default format like this. You can see today is Thursday, June 24, it's returning this. So this is today's date. So when user will select the previous date. Okay, so that's why here I will write another variable var, and here I will write today date equals to new date like this. So today's date is 24. Okay, and user is selecting, suppose guys today's date is 24. Okay, and selected days, suppose user select like 23, that means 23 June. Okay, this, and today is 24 June. So suppose user has selected that is 23 June and today is 24 June. So that means you understand, I hope you are understanding here, that is it's a previous date, that means user had selected previous date. Okay, and suppose guys user have selected 24, and in this new date proper method it's returning today's date. So that means here it's not a previous date, it's a current date. So guys, how I can check user has selected previous date or not? So like here we can write like this to date, I mean this one to date, and here I will set the type is any, first of all in any, and here to date minus this select date. Okay, like this. So that means here not a minus. Okay, just here I have to be compare. Actually I just missed the condition. Like here, suppose user has selected that is 22 June. Okay, so that means it's a previous date. So when user selected value will be less than that, like this way, so it's a less than. So when user selected value will be less than today's date. Okay, so that time I will just reset our field, because when the today date is big, because you can see if it's a 24 and user select 22, 22 is the past date and it's a less than 22 is the less than 24 June. So just I have written this condition, that is when today's is big, so you can see today is big and user selected past date, it's a small. So that is when it's a small select date than today's date, so that time you have I will understand that user had selected previous date. So I will do one thing, I will just reset our this input field. So here I cannot write like this way, this one I have to be write a if condition inside this if condition. So if you its to date is bigger than select date, so that means it's a past date. So I will just here write the condition that reset our field. So first of all I will show you a alert message. Okay, and then I will show how you can reset the field. So inside this alert message, here I will show the message to the user, that is you cannot, like this, you can't choose previous date and time. Okay, but it will not be work, and that I will show. So now here, suppose if user select previous time and this one, so you can see it's working. So guys, here one thing just you have to be right, because guys it's working, but here for better performance, just here you have to be right here another method, because guys here it's still working, but guys you know in the here I was also showing when I had written the plus one here, so that time it was not plus, it was not added this one, because first of all it was string and then this one. So that's why JavaScript was denoting this one is a string. So same this to date, it's returning date like 24 June Thursday, like this way. So it's returning string, and then string we cannot compare, or like we cannot minus, cannot plus. So this string value I have to be convert a number. So how I can convert this number? So I can convert this number, like here is the JavaScript method, that is get time. Okay, and the same method I will write here also. So that time you will not get date format like Thursday 2021 and also the time 14:22, like you cannot return like this way. This thing it will be written as a millisecond format, like it will be written as a number. So first of all just I will comment this one, and just I will show this to date. So you will not find today's is returning. So I will have to be choose. So you can see it's returning like this millisecond number format. But if I remove this get time from here and also here save, so you will find the date will be written. So I will choose a date. So you can see it's returning like this format. So it is difficult to compare this string format, but if I get it's as a number format like today's and selected date as a number format, so I will just console.log this select date. So you will find select date and today's date will be a number format, so it will be more easy and it's a better to compare. Okay, so if I choose so this one, so you can see I'm getting today's date and the selected days as a number format. So it is easy to compare. You can see here. So just for more understanding here, I will add a string value, so it will be easy to understand which one today's date and which one is selected date. Okay, so now select. Okay, so it will be more understandable. So now if I choose this one, so you can see today's date is this one and select date is this one. So you can see today's date is bigger and select date is smaller. But guys, if I choose the date and the future date, so that means selected date is bigger and the today's date is smaller. Okay, so here you will find, you can see, you will find this one is the, you will find the select date is bigger here if you calculate, and today's date is now smaller. So that means user had chosen the future date, and it will be easy to compare here. I mean, if condition here it will be easy, but if it's would come a string format, so that time it would not be easy to compare. So now it's a done. So now I will show you it's working or not, and I will remove this one also. So save, and now suppose user choose future date, so you can see it's not showing a alert. But if user choose past date, so you can see it's showing the alert. Okay, and the alert is, you can choose previous date and time. So alert design you can write as per your choice, CSS you can write that, but here our main focus on functionalities, so I have written the pre-default alert method. Okay, so first of all you can just show the alert to a user also, and now you have to be just reset this input field. Okay, so here you can write parenthesis, and inside this parenthesis square bracket and ng model, just ng model used for binding. Okay, so ng model, and then here you can write a value, that is value name is value. Okay, ng model, and this one name is values. So this is the variable name. So this variable name I will copy and paste here. So here I will set the type is any. Okay, and now I will do one thing, that is this dot value equals to blank. I mean, when the today's date will be greater than, so the field will be reset. So how I can reset the field? Just using this ng model. Okay, so now if I choose the future date, so you can see I can choose, but if I select the past date, click first showing alert message, so value is not removing because here I have written the wrong syntax. First of all it will be square bracket, and inside this square bracket here it will be parenthesis like this. Okay, it's already refreshed, and now if I choose past date alert, you can see the value is reset from here, and user can see the message also. Then user can understand that is he has chosen the past date and time, and when you will click the OK button, so it will be just reset. And if you don't want to show the message, only just simply reset the field, so you can comment this message. And now just if user choose the this one, so you can see it's resetting. But if user choose the future date, so you can see user can select the future date, but user choose the past, you can see it's reset. Okay, so now you can see 9:48, so I have to be choose more than 19 for more than 48, so I can choose 58. So you can see it's working. But if I choose less than of 9, now it's 9:49. Just check my time in my laptop, so it's now 9:49. so if I choose 9:48, you can see it's resetting. But if I choose 9:50, so you can see that I can select the time also. So you can do like this way, but if you are thinking here you have to be disable the time here, so in the date and time picker you cannot do that, but custom you can make the time picker, and that you can disable. Okay, but here the pre-default this date time picker, you cannot do that. So I hope, and you can do that like this way only. This is the alternative way. So I hope guys you have understand this video, and if you have any doubt, so you can write in comment, and I will try to answer your doubt. And if you want to get more update, this type of more update, so please subscribe and press the notification bell icon also.